Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Noodles, and today we're going to take a look at Shaun Clarida and William Bonac. Because, why is this important? I believe that these two dudes may very well be your top two. At the 2023 Arnold Classic event, Samson Dauda could be in there too. And hey, if Samson Dauda wins, these two will be battling it out for second, I guess. But either which way, these guys very highly ranked in that upcoming show. And before I begin this one, I would like to ask you guys, please, if you don't mind, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I am trying my hardest, my darndest, to get to that 100,000 subscriber mark. I'll get a little golden or a silver play button. Then we can work for the golden one. But anyway, I would like to thank you in advance for going ahead and clicking that subscribe button. Why not hit the thumbs up while you're there? Yeah. Anyway, condition. I seen that from the Shaun Clarida and Samson Dauda matchup that I did actually set up on my Arnold Classic prediction video. So go ahead and watch that and you can see it's the same thing here. I mean, Bonac's much bigger, obviously. Bonac, food for thought, former 212 athlete, used to be. Much bigger than that now. But still, guys, it's going to be the same thing with Samson and Shaun. Is the size going to be enough? Here's the front lat spread. And this is the same thing, guys. This is the same thing. Shaun Clarida, if it's a lineup and everybody's in similar condition, say Samson and William Bonac, these guys are in equal condition, and Clarida comes up with this thin skin, they may very well give him an edge. I somewhat give him an edge, but William Bonac, he slipped in placings at the Olympia. He got 9th. One of his wheels a little bit bigger than the other. And I may be able to say the same thing about Shaun Clarida. Maybe, maybe not. Go to the side. And this is where you can say bigger is always better. Because I believe William, from the side, he looks just as separated, just as peeled. Look at that arm. They do not get much more impressive than the side arm in the side chest development than William Bonac's. I mean, that's awesome. And look at the wheels. Just as separated, just as impressive on a larger scale than your Shaun Clarida. Clarida's got a nice big man or a little man's chest. Hey, I'm a little man too, so I know how you feel. Turn to the side tricep. I was going to say turn to the side, but we were already on the side. Bonac, size-wise, he is crushing Clarida. Clarida? But I mean, look at that separation. These guys have the same type of physique in the side tricep, the upper body anyway, lower half. Bonac kicking the calf back. Used to have bigger calves, did he not? Used to be pretty impressed with those calves. Still looking pretty darn good for Bonac. Turn around. And here is a matchup. Bonac, he is thick. He's just a big piece of bodybuilder hanging out there. Great big giant glutes, hamstrings, right in your face. Calves is too. His calves as well. Must have smoked my lunch. Anyway. Lat insertions also very crisp, very thick for Shaun Clarida as well. Maybe a little bit harder, little bit denser. And if you can see it on a picture, you watch a side by side. If the judges are there, if they're going to see that skin that much thinner, that much more conditioning, they may very well go with this Shaun Clarida. He's a dangerous bodybuilder, guys. Rear double bi. Same thing. No different here. You have a much bigger athlete, Bonac, and I'll admit, in a lineup, it can go one of two ways. If everybody's down in size, Bonac, he's going to show that thickness and condition. He's usually pretty conditioned. He could win it. But if everybody's off on condition, everybody brings decent size, and Shaun Clarida is twice as peeled as everybody else, they're probably going to set him aside for the win. I do believe, if I'm a betting man, I'm betting the farm, things of that nature on Shaun, but hey, could go to Bonac. And judging by this comparison, yeah, it could. But ultimately, I think the conditioning may be enough. And the abs and thigh. Wow. Look at Bonac. He's definitely winning on the aesthetic department, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But I think that Shaun has more striations in the quad. Look at his head on that body. Wowzers. I'd probably still. Okay. All right. I guess we're being more serious now. Maybe an edge to Shaun, but really not that much of one because nobody is. Oh, I don't know. Just a name off the top of my head. Nobody's Frank Zane in this shot. Nobody looks like Frank Zane. You guys remember Frank Zane? Bodybuilder. Competed way back as far as the 1960s up until 1984 was his last Olympia? 1983 or 4? Which? Eh. Anyway. Enough about that, guys. Here's the most muscular. And this is the last say on this matchup. Shaun, he is just head and shoulders the more conditioned athlete. I would say for sure. But size ultimately matters. And I could see William Bonac coming in a little bit more peeled than he was at the Olympia. He kind of dropped the ball a little bit, let's face it. And Shaun, I remember watching the Olympia and thinking, everybody that walked out, I was not that impressed. You know, pretty good here, pretty good there. Even your Derek Lunsfords look pretty good, but, you know, upper chest, a little unseparated. I thought Shaun looked the most shredded, the most peeled. And, you know, the guy's not missing anything. Good back, good arms, good legs. He's got the lot. That's what they say in 1973 at the Universe. They talk about Lou Ferrigno. He has the lot. Anyway, Bonac has the lot too. And with a little bit more conditioning, maintaining that size, I believe that he could win. He could win the Arnold Classic. And then you got Samson Dauda. Gonna be a good one. Who wins this comparison ultimately? Who does Mark's Max Muscle give this win to? Shaun. I think he's a lot more conditioned. Not as big. But that size could go to, you could say it could go either way. So yeah, Bonac could win. I wouldn't argue with that, but I'm going to stick with Shaun. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Like I said, please, I really appreciate everybody that did subscribe already. So thank you guys too. Have a great one.